There was a time when the skies were yours. You soared high, your name echoed in the halls of success, and the world sang your praises. You were the one they turned to, for advice, for guidance, for hope. You were the chief of staff, the ultimate advisor, the shining star. But then the thunder came, and with it, a fall so steep, so sudden, that it left you scrambling for anything to hold on to. But there was nothing, just a free fall to rock bottom. You were the golden child, the one who graduated with top grades, who started a business or career that seemed destined for greatness. You were the advisor, the guru, the one they all looked up to. Even in areas you knew nothing about, they sought your wisdom. You were the chief of staff, the counselor to the council itself. Your light was so bright, it illuminated the paths of everyone around you. But then the fall. It came like a thunderclap, unexpected and unrelenting. You tried to hold on, to fight, but it was a free fall. And as you fell, they left. Faster than you could blink, they were gone. Those who once sang your praises now whispered behind your back. The ones you helped, the ones you advised, they turned their backs on you. You became the example of failure, the cautionary tale they told to others. The betrayal was the hardest part. Those who once stretched their hands to you now stretched them only to confirm your fall. They hovered around, not to help, but to see if you were truly broken. They offered morsels, not out of kindness, but to mock you. They became gatekeepers, ensuring you never rose again, afraid that your light would once again outshine theirs. Even those closest to you, family, friends, relatives, they turned into critics. They became the advisors, the ones who now told you what you should have done, what you should not have done. They reveled in your downfall, not because they hated you, but because your light had always been too bright for their comfort. But in the depths of your despair, you learned. You learned that not everyone who cheers for you is your friend. You learned that success attracts both admirers and envious eyes. You learned that the people you once helped may not be there when you need them the most. And most importantly, you learned that your strength does not come from their validation, but from within. You learned that betrayal is a painful teacher, but a necessary one. It strips away the illusions, the false friendships, the superficial praise. It leaves you raw, but it also leaves you real. And in that reality, you found your true self. And then, something incredible happened. You started to rise. Slowly, steadily, your wheels began to turn. You didn't need their help, their validation, or their approval. You had learned the hardest lesson of all, that your light was always yours, and no one could dim it unless you let them. You became unstoppable, not out of bitterness, but out of clarity. You knew who you were and you knew who they were. You didn't seek revenge, but you didn't forget either. You moved forward, not to prove them wrong, but to prove yourself right. Today, you are an unstoppable force. You've risen from the ashes, not just to reclaim your place, but to surpass it. You've learned that your light is not just bright, it's blinding. And those who once tried to dim it now shield their eyes as you pass by. You are not bitter, but you are wiser. You've learned that betrayal is not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where you are the author, the protagonist, and the hero. And this time you write the story. So, to anyone who has fallen, who has been betrayed, who has felt the sting of failure, know this: your fall is not the end. It's the beginning of your rise. Your light is still there, waiting to shine brighter than ever. And when it does, the world will see what you've always known, that you are unstoppable.